Video we are going to learn about Linux Process API, mainly fork, wait, and execute. These system calls are very important in operating systems because they help us create processes, synchronizes them, and execute new programs. The aim of this lab is to write C programs that use fork to create process, wait to synchronize the parent and child, and execute to execute Linux commands. To run these programs, you need a Linux environment, which could be a Linux machine, a virtual machine like a VirtualBox or VMware, or even an online Linux terminal such as JS Linux or Docker. Let us start with the first program. In this program, we use fork, get paid, and get p paid. The fork call creates a new child process. If the return value is 0, that means we are inside the child process. Otherwise, we are in the parent process. The child process prints the own process ID using get paid and also prints the parent process ID using get p paid. The parent process prints its own ID and then calls to wait, ensure it waits until the child process finishes execution. This program clearly shows the relation between parent and child process with their IDs. This is about first program. Now let us move to the second program where we introduce the execute family of a system calls. In this program we attempt to execute the Linux command ps ex using excels. The important point here is the ex doesn't not create a new process but it replaces the current process image with the new program. This that means once exit is successful, the old code does not continue anymore. To make sure we know the result, we also use wait. So the parent process wait until the child process completes execution. This helps us observe how execute works with system commands. In the third program, we combine both fork and execute together. First, we call fork to create a new child process. Inside the child process, we use Excel or Excel to run the command ps-f. If Excel fails, then print an error message using pepper and then exit. The parent process again use wait to wait for the child process to complete. The difference between execute and expel is the Excel requires the full path of the command while Excel can search for the command in the environment path. So we don't need to specify the complete location. From these programs, we can take away some important points. Fork is used to create a new process. Wait is used by the parent to wait until the child finishes. Execute is used to replace the process image with a completely new program. Together, this calls from the foundation of the process management in Linux. Finally, the program were executed successfully, and we were able to see how fork, wait, and execute work in practice to create process, manage their execution, and run system commands with examples.